catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune Digital Edition and Press Reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS users and Google Play for Android users to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just click on the link in this video to join.
Hello everyone and Katribu. I am Dina Ventura
And I'm Francine Marquez.
and welcome to PairFect. Our guest for today is very relevant to the times.
Oh.
Yes, because it's the pandemic, so
Yes.
there's been a lot of issues on intellectual property and copyrights because,
Yeah, people are just playing
Yes.
music, producing their own videos,
Yes,
diba? On
so-
TikTok, on social media.
it's very important to protect your rights, for your creations.
Yes.
Okay, so please help us welcome Attorney Rowel Barba, Director General of the Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines. Welcome
Yes.
to PairFect, Attorney.
Good
Good
afternoon,
sir.
Dina and Francine. At magandang hapon po sa lahat ng mga katribo.
Ano po, nako. We'll go straight to the point na ho. I'll shoot the first question na para sa kaalaman ng mga viewers natin. Attorney, you've taken the leadership of IPO Philippines this year po, no? In February.
Yes.
What was the first order of your business? And kasi after February, March came and we had the lockdown. How did your previous post in the Department of Trade and Industry help you prepare for this job, especially during the pandemic?
Yes. Thank you for that question. First order of business, dahil nga galing ako sa DTI and I had dealings with the different groups, especially in the creative sector. And isa sa mga ano nila is mapabilisan sana yung processing ng mga registrations. And that was my first order of business. Unfortunately nga, 27 days pa lang ako sa position ko. Nag-declare na si President ng quarantine starting March 17. So we had to organize and for our examiners to allow work from home. Alam naman natin sa gobyerno, hindi pa allowed yung work from home before the quarantine. So we had to organize. Lahat dapat may laptops so they can work in their home, merong internet connection. And sa awa naman ng Diyos, we were able to do it in a week's time, no? And maganda rin, meron na ring online services ang IPOFIL, although hindi pa 100%, no? So kaya nga, yan ang isa sa mga dapat gawin ng IPOFIL, no? Hopefully, we'll be able to have a 100% end-to-end automation by year-end, hopefully. Yun naman, definitely, malaking bagay yung experience ko sa DTI. I was there for about 3 years. And in that 3 years, naikutan ko na halos lahat yung management services group, yung support group, then the ease of doing business group, then yung last, yung office of the secretary. And for the whole 3 years, I was also the chief of staff of Secretary Ramon Lopez. And he mentored me for those 3 years. At yun po yung nagagamit ko ngayon dito sa IPOFIL.
So, sir, kamusta naman po yung backlog of the processing and the examination po? Dun po sa mga nag-apply since February up to this point po.
Hindi natin maiwasan na may konting may konting backlog, especially yung mga submission ng mga dahil nga because of the quarantine, because of the lockdown, marami mga deadlines na we have to extend base na rin to dun sa executive order ni Presidente na dapat hindi mag-suffer yung mga stakeholders, no.
Yes.
So, alinsunod dun sa iyo niya, we also extended the deadlines for submission of documents, deadline nung payments. So, hindi natin maiwasan tuloy yung backlog, no.
Okay. Attorney, do you still get a lot of complaints now? I mean, I read somewhere that the cases have increased in 2020 compared to 2019. Is that something
Yes,
you're dealing with?
dahil nga because of the lockdown, siguro nga maraming mga tao na nasa bahay lang looking for entertainment. Yan. So marami ring reports ng mga illegal streaming, piracy.
Yun.
Then aside from that, di ba lumakas ang online. Online ngayon, mga online marketplaces lumakas dahil nga nagsha-shopping na lang yung mga tao sa bahay nila.
Yes.
So marami ring cases ng mga fake counterfeit goods na
Floating
nabibili sa market, no.
Yes.
And dumami rin yung cases filed sa DTI naman ng mga fake products. About 200 yata for the past 2 weeks. 2 months. 2 months naman.
Oo nga ho eh. Minsan pati brand ng face mask
Nafe-fake.
fake pa pala yun.
Yun nga yung
Which is dangerous kasi it's supposed to be a part of the
Protection,
health protocol.
Yes, yan yung binabantayan din natin. Meron tayong National Committee on Intellectual Property Rights. 12 agencies yan, government agencies, kasama natin din ng FDA. And we have been meeting regularly, almost once a month. Yun yan, to tackle yung mga problems on the sale of counterfeit goods, especially medicines, saka masks.
Ayun na, mga
alam
essentials.
alam naman natin na delikado yon. And at least yung mga products, mga okay lang, di ba? Pero yung mga gamot, masks, na hindi naman effective.
Disinfectants no? May na-encounter ho kung
Yes,
ganyan
sanitizers.
sa social media.
Yes, and yun yan, aside from the online marketplace, online platforms na, hindi ko na lang sasabihin yung mga pangalan, marami na rin nagbebenta pati sa social media.
So what actions are
Ano po ba yung, what's the first thing that you do? Like for example, if I'm the manufacturer and I see that somebody's maybe pretending that they're the actual manufacturer, so they're selling it on their platform. Ano po yung first thing that the owner should do?
Kami dito sa Hypofil, we entertain reports from the rights holders, di ba? Kung sino yung may-ari ng brand o trademark o yung produkto na yun, sila yung pwede mag-file ng complaint sa amin. Then we coordinate with the PNP, NBI, for the proper enforcement action. Ngayon kung consumer naman yung involved, they usually go to DTI. Para mag-complain. Halimbawa, may nabilit silang fake product, they can file a complaint with the DTI.
Okay, now that's clear.
But, we have been working together. So, kahit nga pandemic, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung meeting kahit na Zoom, no?
Yes, 5 days a week of work.
Minsan nagsasawa na nga kami sa mukha namin nakikita lagi sa Zoom, no? Iba na talaga yun yung normal.
Yes.
But in collaboration with the UK, United Kingdom Prosperity Fund, no? Hopefully magkaroon ng MOU between the rights holders and the online marketplace platforms, selling platforms, to self-police yung pagbenta ng mga, to make sure na genuine products yung binibenta.
So based on what you've told us so far, really intellectual property rights is a priority that people should be considering or adding to their list of priorities, diba? Especially if you're a business owner or
Yes.
a product inventor, diba? So yon, could you give us a little bit of insight on why this is important?
Well, yung intellectual property is considered intangible asset, no? One of the challenges dito sa Pilipinas is kukunti yung nakakaalam dun sa intellectual property, no? Masyado kasing technical yung word.
Yes.
May term nga tayo dyan na sa English na esoteric, di ba? Konti lang nakakaalam. Siguro mga lawyers, even lawyers, medyo hindi mo rin kabisado bawat isa, no? Dahil maraming klase intellectual property, merong patent for inventions yan, no? Trademarks, ito yung names, katulad ng Tribune, yan. Trademark yan. Pwede yun sa product, pwede sa process. Merong utility model, merong industrial design, merong copyright. Copyright naman, mga literary, artistic, and scientific works yan, no? Na mga authors, pwede rin dancers, choreographers. So malawak yung coverage niya, yung scope.
Yes.
So yun continuously, kasama rin yan dun sa priorities ko for the next 5 years to continue in our IP awareness campaigns.
Yes. Important.
So, attorney,
Dahil, yes.
what are the most common patent, trademark, or copyright issues that the Philippine encounters compared to other countries? But before you answer that all, let's pause for a break.
Bilang bagong mag-asawa, sabay kaming natututo sa buhay.
Sabay rin namin inaaral ng mga bayarin sa bahay.
Kahit kami, nagtaka sa biglang laki ng electricity bill namin. Huwag pong mangambang maputulan. Sinisigurado ng Meralco na walang disconnection hanggang September.
Estimated bills lang ang natanggap natin ng March, April, at para sa ilan, May. Dahil sa lockdown, isang tabi to para hindi na maguluhan.
Ang May o June ay actual meter reading na. Kung May nagka-actual reading, ibabawas dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran hanggang 3 buwang konsumo.
Kung estimated reading sa May at June nagka-actual reading, ibabawas din dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran. Hanggang 4 na buwang konsumo, walang labis. Tandaan, kung ano lang na konsumo,
Yun lang ang babayaran.
ako po si Mateo G.
At ako naman po si Sarah G.
G?
G!
Good morning, sir. How may I help you?
Bakit kailangan ko pang pumunta sa bangko?
Oo nga naman, sir. Ba't kailangan pang pumunta sa bangko?
Why not get a UB app so you can do all these without going to the bank? Bank the way you live. Union Bank.
Hello, and we're back. I'm Francine Marquez, and I'm with Dina Ventura, and our guest today is Attorney Barba of IPO Philippines. And before we had our break, my question was, Attorney, what are the most common patent, trademark, or copyright issues that are popular in the Philippines compared to other countries?
Well, aside from yung na-discuss natin kanina na counterfeiting, piracy, isa sa mga issues na experience natin din sa Philippines nga, no? And based on my dealings with especially the creative sector, is yung turnaround time. Siyempre, silang lahat gusto nila ma-register kagad nila yung yung works, yung kung patent man yan, trademark, para pakinabangan na nila, no? Para ma-commercialize nila. And kasama yan sa key programs for the next 5 years. At masasabi ko naman, we have been improving sa tulad sa trademarks, no? In 2015, inaabot yan ng 8 months for registration, no, from filing. But in 2019, bumaba na yan sa 3 months. Sa utility models naman, 1 year 2 months dati. Ngayon, ano na lang, 11 months. Sa industrial design, dati 8 months, ngayon it's down to 6 months. At yung patent, yan yung pinakamatagal kasi mabusisi yan. No? It's a technical evaluation. At kailangan tignan mo pa lahat ng mga art searches sa buong mundo, hindi lang Pilipinas. Dati ano yan, 51 months. Now it's down to 48 months. No? And hopefully, by the end of my term, bababa po yan. No? Kasama po yan dun sa mga target namin na target programs for the next 5 years. In fact, katatapos lang namin ng strategic planning namin. Kahit na pandemic, we went ahead and virtually strategic planning kami. It's a different experience, difficult, but we were able to finish it. And yesterday, our consultant presented the products of our 2-day strategic planning. No? Basta yung binigay ko sa kanila yung key important programs for the next 5 years. Ano yan, in-abbreviate into BRIGHT.
Right.
The word BRIGHT.
Sige nga po. Please enlighten us.
So yung B is build collaboration and partnerships. No? We will be aligning yung namin programs with the programs of DTI. Since we are an attached agency of DTI, it's only proper that we align our programs with the DTI. No? Hindi lang sa DTI, DOST rin, because we're also involved in innovation, creation. So, and also hopefully with CHED, no? Parang we can expand yung awareness on IP. Yung R naman is raising the ante for customer service. Yan. So yan yung mga request ng mga turnaround time. No? And this pandemic has brought another view or another point dun sa sa trabaho namin, aside from registration, processing of applications. Now, we make sure of the safety not only of our employees but also of our stakeholders. Yan. So kaya starting September 1, we will be requiring or mandating online filings.
Ayun.
Lahat na ho, 100% online
Lahat
filings.
na, 100%. Except na doon sa mga payments of over 100,000. Kasi meron mga amounts na malalaki. And mukhang hindi pa kaya nung online namin, yung mga million. So I integrate, raise IP awareness, continuing yung awareness natin. Dahil nga kulang pa rin, no? Gusto namin lahat, 100% na Filipinos will be able to understand kung ano yung IP, na may IP pagising nila, pagtulog nila, may IP pa rin dyan. So, G, going back to basics. So, we focus on the mandate of IPOFIL. Basically, 5 yan. Regulatory. So, kami nga ay nagre-register ng mga applications and grants of patents, trademarks, utility models. And adjudicatory din kami. Meron kaming Bureau of Legal Affairs kung saan pwede ka mag-file ng infringement cases, especially on trademarks. At saka yung mga opposition din sa mga applications sa iba. Kung mga confusingly similar, ganyan. So, yun, pwede silang mag-file ng opposition. No? And H is human capital and infrastructure development. No? Sabi nga nila, an organization is only good as its people. So, we continue to invest in our people. At kasama na rin dyan yung fully digital kami hopefully by year end. Tsaka P, yan yung transforming IPOFIL into a fully digitalized agency.
Wow.
Yan. Hopefully by end 2020, malapit na pala yan, no?
Ilang months na lang.
Lalabas na si Jose Marichan next.
Oo Bare months
week.
na.
So, yan, naka-encapsulate yan sa 5 na yan. Yung,
Bright. The future is bright.
Yeah, it's looking bright. Attorney, sabi nyo kasi 100% na ho yung digital filing. What about the, yung call centers? Are you training more people to answer phone calls, inquiries, mga ganun, no?
yan,
What's the office
meron na
setup
kami,
going to look like?
Yes, we have an existing call center taking calls, pero karamihan kasi dyan, mga follow-ups do sa status ng application nila. So hopefully by October, we'll be coming up with a mobile app na pwede na lang doon nila i-follow up yung status ng applications nila. So hopefully we'll be able to invite you during the launch.
Sure.
So digital transition talaga ngayon ng IPO
Everything,
Philippines, no?
Yes, and I also just approved a budget for chatbot.
Okay.
So sa sa website naman namin. So anybody can just 24/7 pwede mag-inquire, no?
That makes it so much easier na for people, no? Attorney, I was just thinking na as far as you were talking about awareness, increasing awareness, and as far as awareness goes, parang Filipinos really are more aware of the counterfeiting and music, ano nga yun, yung copyright issues, di ba? It's
Gusto
usually
nila mura, libre.
Oo. So, is this still a big problem in the Philippines now? Kasi it's been going on for many years already.
Ay, naiisip ko ang image dyan, attorney, yung mga CD na pinapadaanan ng pison kasi mga fake.
Yes.
Siyempre ngayon, digital na, no?
Kasama din natin yung optical media board sa NCIPR. And yun, actively din sila. Well, except for during the quarantine, medyo huminto rin sila ng, di ba, ng mga raids. But hopefully after this, they'll be able to continue kung ano yung ginagawa nila before. But yun nga, no, kasama dapat sa awareness natin yung they should not patronize fake or counterfeit products. Diba? Kaya nga ngayon meron tayong bayanihan campaign to patronize our local MSMEs, no? Because alam naman natin yung MSMEs natin is 99.6% of companies in the Philippines, and they employ about 65% of our labor force, no?
Wow.
So dapat support natin sila para continuous yung survival nila at employment for our kababayans. So yung siguro nabalitaan nyo last week yung pinasara ng Japan yung anime one anime website yata yun marami nagreklamo, no? I think anong tawag doon? Anong pangalan ng website na yun? Nakalimutan ko . So hopefully yun we'll be able to patronize local products and original products. Kasi tayo mga Pilipino, naghahanap lagi tayo ng mura. Kung pwede libre.
Naku, since napapag-usapan po yung supporting our SMEs, no? Ano po ba yung what industries are suffering the most from IPR infringement? Tapos how can the owners of the copyrights protect themselves?
Ang gusto ko lang kayong bigyan ng globally sa pag-aaral to ng US, no? Kasi very particular sila diyan sa mga infringement. Even United Kingdom, dati nga kasama tayo sa list ng mga notorious markets, no? Pero ngayon wala na, hindi na tayo kasali diyan because of yung improvements sa mga enforcement actions. Globally, noong 2018, sinasabi nila US $509 billion ang counterfeit sa buong mundo, no?
Wow.
At 3.3% yan ng global trade. So malaki, no? At number 1 dyan is footwear, 22%.
Footwear.
So mga, di ba, yung mga malalaking brands talagang they have an IP enforcement office na nag-investigate and coordinating with the law enforcement agencies all over the world.
Okay.
Buong mundo yan, no?
Luxury brands ho. Malakas pa ho ba counterfeit dito?
Sumunod sa footwear, clothing, mga 15%. Then leather goods, yan, 13%. Kasama siguro dyan yung mga bags, no?
Bags. Sa
At nabalitaan nyo rin siguro, last week or 2 weeks ago, merong nahuli sa Quezon City selling fake bags, luxury bags, no?
Yeah.
So nahuli yata yun through Facebook, nag-post sa Facebook for sale.
Yeah, tapos reported ho sa office ninyo.
Yes, and nireklamo ng rights holders. So, well, buti na lang nahuli ng pulis, no? And last would be electronic equipment, 12%.
Ayun.
So yan yung mga four products
four.
na most faked.
Most faked. Okay yun.
Kaya nagkaroon kami ng campaign for our consumers to check the following, no? Meron kaming 5Ps. Yan, bago kayo bumili ng produkto. Unang-una yung packaging. Di ba, yung mga original, magaganda yung packaging. Talagang ini-investan nila yan, eh. Di ba? Kasama yan dun sa marketing nila. Second na P is price. Talagang kung may makikita ka dyan na sapatos na binibenta ng 300 pesos,
pero
hindi ka ba magtataka na hindi original yun?
Pero French made. Paris
So,
brand.
yeah. Kung yung original is about 10,000 tapos may binibenta dyan na 300. Di ba? Red flag na yun.
Yes.
Yung third
Hindi totoo yun.
Yung
Then
third,
yung pangatlong P is product itself, yung quality, no? So kung iba yung quality niya, iba yung materials, iba yung color, shade, so magtaka ka na rin. Tapos yung pangapat na P, promotional message. Kung mali-mali ang English, alam mo na hindi yung totoo, di ba?
Yeah.
Dahil yung mga talagang manufacturers, they really invest, di ba? So kasama yan sa packaging, pati yung messaging kasama.
pati yung spelling ho ng brand.
Pati spelling yan, di ba? So kung merong maling spelling dyan, magtaka ka na kung bakit, di ba? Hindi yan totoo. Then yung place, no? While yung sinasabi nga natin na e-commerce has helped many of our MSMEs during this time, nakapagbenta sila, di ba, kahit na quarantine, yun nga, it has also was the source of, yun nga, pagbenta ng mga fakes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. No?
Came with it.
Yeah. So, kung online, medyo, kayo, dahil, unlike doon sa tindahan, na-inspect o nakikita niyo yung produkto, di ba? Dito sa online, bayad ka muna. Kahit na cash on delivery yan, hindi bibigay sa iyo. Kung hindi, bayad. So, too late mo nang malalaman na hindi pala totoo, hindi original. So, yun yung 5 P's na sinasabi namin sa mga consumers na laging tignan.
Maganda po yun.
Yung iba ho kasi sinasabi ng mga sellers, galing daw sa surplus siya. Surplus daw yon. Ano bang doon? Ano bang dapat pa nating malaman dyan? Kaya daw gano'n, nagkamali lang yung spelling or may, parang gano'n ho, di ba?
Na-reject from the
Maniniwala
factory.
naman
Ganyan.
yung ano lang to, factory defect lang ng konti. Pero it's really fake.
So, yung iba nga, OEM daw, original, mga ganyan, manufacturers, ganyan, pero hindi naman pala totoo. No?
Yeah.
So yung 5 na sinabi nyo, that's what we should really watch out for, no?
Yes, so.
Okay, so for the micro, small, and medium enterprises naman, sir, yung MSMEs na sinasabi nyo that's been benefiting from this pandemic, how can they protect themselves from counterfeiters or intellectual property rights lawbreakers?
Oo, like, yung mga halimbawa,
I don't know what to
invento
call
sila
them.
yung mga small inventors.
Oo, So
Tapos,
what is the best way?
Siyempre, unang-una, dapat i-register nila yung ano nila, patent nila, yung invention nila, i-register nila yung trademarks nila. Yung PairFect ba, naka-register na yan?
Ayun.
Nako, sir.
Good question.
Mag-usap tayo after the show.
Madali lang po ba mag-register?
Oo nga.
Sigurado naman siguro yung Tribune, naka-register yan, no?
Yes, of
Pero
course.
attorney, ano nga bang website? Saan ba pupunta if
Yes.
ever na napag-usapan na natin?
Punta lang kayo sila sa www.ipofil ipopphil.gov.ph.
Okay.
Sige po.
Yon. So, meron kaming para naman sa mga MSMEs na simula na to 2 years ago, yung programa na Wanna Make a Mark. Yan.
What is that?
So,
Trademark.
libreng registration yan sa mga MSMEs na led by women. Yan. Para alam naman natin na, di ba, yung mga women, sila yung naiiwan sa bahay, habang nagtatrabaho yung mga asawa nila. So, usually, sila yung involved sa negosyo.
Home-based
So,
business.
yung Ipofil, 2 years ago, nagbigay ng 2,000 for free registrations. And alam ko, naubos na yun. And kaya nagdagdag ng additional 1,000.
Ayun akong follow-up.
So, not sure lang kung ubos na rin yun. And available yan buong Pilipinas. We have 16 IP satellite offices in the Philippines. Nag-oopisina po sila sa DTI.
Okay.
And yun, libre po yung pag-opisina namin dyan. Maraming salamat po sa DTI. And yung nila, they just have to fill up yung application doon po sa mga IPSAs namin. At kailangan lang po niya merong endorsement from DTI Regional Office. Yan. So hopefully marami pa pong mag-avail yan. At susundan naman po namin yan ng ibang mga programa pa, no? One design para mga ganon. Meron pang iniisip na mga ganon. Para naman hindi mo masabi ng mga lalaki na ine-chepwera sila. Saka one invention. Mga ganon.
Okay.
Meron mo ba kayong mga, like, if I'm a start-up entrepreneur, meron po ba kayong mga webinars, upcoming lectures, webinars, where these entrepreneurs can learn from you about the do's and don'ts, the basics, mga frequently asked questions about intellectual
IPR.
property rights?
No, for the past few months, actually mas marami nga kami nabigay ng mga webinars, no, and seminars. Meron po kami tinatawag na iLeap, Learn, ano bang tawag namin dito? LEAP, no? Learn, Adapt, and yan, Learn, Be Empowered, Adapt, and Profit from IP. Yan, merong mga basic webinars kami on copyright, trademarks, patents, utility model, industrial design. At yan po yung mga basic webinars. Meron din kami mga advanced, no? Just recently we had webinars naman for musicians. And even law, legal law students. na gusto medyo magkaroon ng advance information about IP. Katatapos lang namin yata 2 weeks ago.
How do they find out po? Is that free ho ba yung mga webinars? Or saan ba nalalaman yan? Through
The
social
website.
media ba? Or paano ho?
Yes, we are present in all social media. Meron kami Facebook, may Twitter, may LinkedIn. Kompleto yan, no? And they also get information from those sites. At in fact, yung isang ano namin, copyright forum,
Message
International
na
Copyright
lang.
Forum, no?
Message.
In fact, we invited speakers from abroad, and it was viewed by 10,000 yata in Facebook.
I see. Wow. Dami rin. Dami interested.
So hopefully we'll be able to do more webinars. Yun nga, no, before we used to hold seminars in hotels. So kaya magastos.
Now you can do it online.
Yes, and it's much cheaper.
Yes. So, attorney, we're almost wrapping up and would like to ask you for your final message to our viewers this afternoon.
Ano ko lang, siguro final message ko lang sa mga kasamahan natin is ano, yung iba na nga yung ano ngayon, no? Iba na yung new normal ngayon. Yung post ko nga sa Facebook kanina, ano eh. Sabi ko dati, di ba, nagreklamo tayo kung may mabaho tayong maamoy. Pero ngayon happy tayo na nakakaamoy tayo.
Yes.
True.
So yung message ko lang is, well, indeed we are faced with new challenges. And we are currently facing an enormous one. Hindi natin alam kung may gamot na dadating, but we're still hopeful. Sa ngayon, di ba, si Lord na lang yung pag-asa natin eh. Wala nang iba. But we should continue to help each other, and if we continue to provide strength to one another, then I am confident that we will not only heal as one, but win as one.
Yes.
So yan po yung message ko sa ating mga kababayang Pilipino.
Thank you very much, Attorney Rowel Barba. But before we end the show, we'd like to invite everyone to join our Name That App contest. Francine?
Inaanyahan din namin ang lahat upang bumoto sa aming online poll kung saan mamimili lang kayo ng top ipapangalan ng pinakabagong online platform ng Daily Tribune.
I-like at mag-subscribe sa aming mga social media platforms at ilagay ang inyong mapupusuan sa mga sumusunod na pagpipilian. DT Mobile, Tarsigo at Katribo Mobile.
I-comment ang inyong gustong pangalan at sundan ito ng mobile app na may sampling na may 10 maswerteng mananalo ng mga prizes sa mapipiling pangalan.
Oh, exciting!
Napakaganda, binibining Dina, di ba?
Oo nga. Hindi ko alam sumagot sa Tagalog. We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in this afternoon for our show on PairFect. Again, this has been Tina Ventura.
And this has been Francine Marquez.
And this has been PairFect.
Ang Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators o POGO ay isang legitimate business entity na nagbibigay serbisyo sa offshore gaming para lamang sa mga manlalarong nasa abroad sa pamamagitan ng internet. Ang mga serbisyong handog nito ay katulad ng casino games at sports betting na pwedeng laruin kahit wala sa casino. Sa Pilipinas, walang POGO operators. Tanging POGO service providers lamang dahil nagaganap ang mga laro sa labas ng bansa.
In the days ahead, we need to lean on the values that make us a great company, the Malasakit, for which we are known, and the understanding that, as San Miguel, we stand for something far greater than ourselves. That we have the responsibility to extend a hand to those who most need it. It is our sense of duty and obligation, pagkakaisa and malasakit, that will see us through these difficult times. Kwentong Malasakit.
With these cell sites, it affords us better cooperation and communication with the outside world, because it is vital for FU and RMF to have this. We are now dependent on this cellular signal, and it has helped us a lot. Connectivity is not a problem because we allowed these cell sites to prevail and to be on our roof deck and our helipad. Hindi tayo mawalan ng signal sa lahat ng rooms namin dahil may cell site tayo sa taas. It's one of our major advantages. I think that's the greatest decision that I was a part of, because if not, we would probably be in a worse case right now. I'm thankful that we allowed these cell sites to be installed. I'd like to think and hope that all hospitals have that. We have not had any case of cancer regarding cell sites. As a matter of fact, we employ many cell sites and many boosters inside the hospital. For us, it has saved lives. I think with this new normal, we have realized that we are more dependent on this technology. Cell sites, if not connectivity, are a must.
Araneta City, home to the country's first indoor shopping mall, the world's original Thrilla, and the first ever Bini Bini pageant. Now a place for your first win, your first catch, your first home, your first big break, your first date, and even your first love. Araneta City, the city of firsts.